All right, let's talk about the business meal. That big client lunch or that interview over dinner. They can be a huge opportunity to build relationships. But let's be honest, for a lot of us, they can also be pretty stressful. Well, today we're going to flip that script. We're going to turn that anxiety into an asset, giving you the tools to be confident and completely focused on what really matters, the people you're with.
You know that exact feeling, right? You're sitting there, the client is talking, you're trying to nod and look engaged, but inside your head you're just screaming. Which fork is for the salad? Is that my water glass or theirs? Yeah, we've all been there. It's that tiny moment of uncertainty that can just totally throw you off your game. So let's make that feeling a thing of the past.
And here is the best part. This isn't about memorizing some dusty, old-fashioned rulebook from 100 years ago. The real goal here is just feel comfortable and self-assured. Because when you're not secretly worried about the silverware, you can actually relax, be yourself, and make a genuine connection. And that, well, that's the entire point.
So here's our game plan for today. Our menu, if you will. First, we'll talk about why this stuff actually matters in the first place. Then we are going to decode that intimidating place setting so you never feel lost again. After that, we'll walk through the meal itself, cover the all-important art of conversation, and finally show you how to wrap things up with total finesse.
Okay, let's start right at the beginning. Why should we even care about this stuff anymore? Honestly, it's not about being judged. It's about sending a very clear, very simple signal of respect and making everyone, including yourself, feel way more comfortable. So think of it this way. Dining etiquette is like a social traffic light. It's just a system we all kind of agree on to make things run smoothly and predictably. When you follow these simple guidelines, you're sending a silent message that says, hey, I'm considerate, I'm respectful, and you can feel comfortable around me. It just takes all the guesswork out of the situation for everyone involved.
All right, here we go. This is the part that often causes the most anxiety, all that hardware on the table. But don't you worry, we are going to crack the code with two incredibly simple tricks that work every single time.
This right here is the golden rule. If you remember nothing else, remember this. The table is literally set in the order you'll be eating. So that means your soup spoon and salad fork, they're gonna be on the very outside. Your main course utensils will be right there, closest to the plate. You just start from the outside and work your way in. It is that simple. Now for that other classic moment of panic. Is that my bread plate? Well, here is your secret weapon, BMW. Your bread plate is on the left, your meal is in the middle, and your water and other drinks are on the right. BMW. I promise you will never accidentally steal your neighbor's bread roll again.
And this slide just puts it all together visually. You can see the whole system in action. See? The forks are on the left, knives and spoons are on the right. If there were two forks, the one on the far, far left would be for your first course. Remember, outside in. And look at the top. Bread on the left, water on the right. BMW. It's actually a really logical system once you see the map.
Okay, so you know the layout of the table. Now let's talk about the flow of the meal itself. We're gonna focus on just a few key actions that show you're polished, present, and totally on your game. These are 4 really simple but powerful habits. As soon as you sit down, put your napkin on your lap. Done. Next, just keep an eye on your host and try to match their eating pace. You don't want to rush way ahead or fall too far behind. When you're all finished, placing your utensils together at about the 4 o'clock position on your plate, that's a universal silent signal to the server. And finally, and this one is huge, the table is for dining, not for your phone or your keys. Keeping it out of sight shows your dining partners that they have your 100% full attention.
You know, you can use all the right forks in the world, but if the conversation falls flat, or even worse, turns sour, the meal is a failure. This part, the conversation, this is where you actually build a relationship. The food is just the backdrop for that. And this slide basically illustrates the perfect path. You want to live in that left-hand column, talk about things that connect you as people, hobbies, recent travel, cool books, or keep it professionally positive, talk about exciting industry trends. The goal is always to find common ground. Just avoid the topics on the right like the plague, because they're divisive and they create discomfort, which is the exact opposite of what we're trying to do.
Okay, you have navigated the meal brilliantly. You're feeling good. Now, how do you end on a high note? A graceful exit is what solidifies that amazing, positive impression you've worked to create all evening.
3 simple steps for a smooth finish. First, the rule is whoever did the inviting pays. They should handle the check as discreetly as possible. Second, when you stand up to leave, don't refold your napkin perfectly. Just place it loosely on the table to the left of where your plate was.
And finally, and this is the most important part, always offer a genuine and specific thank you to your host for both the meal and the great conversation.
You know, when you strip everything else away, this is what it all comes down to. Every single rule, from which fork to use to which topics to avoid, it's all just a way of being considerate to the people around you. It's about making other people feel valued and comfortable, and in the world of business, that is an absolute superpower.
So, the next time that invitation lands in your inbox, don't feel that wave of panic. See it for what it truly is, an opportunity. You have the playbook now, you know the rules, and that means you can finally stop worrying and just focus on what really matters. Connecting, communicating, and building a stronger professional relationship. You've got this.